The search for enlightenment is perhaps the greatest paradox of human existence. We look everywhere for it, in ancient texts, in meditation retreats, in the words of gurus and spiritual teachers. We climb mountains, travel to far-off lands, and spend years in silent contemplation, all in pursuit of something we believe is separate from us, something we think we need to attain, achieve, or become. But what if I told you that the very act of searching is what keeps you from finding? That the more desperately you seek enlightenment, the further you push it away? It sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? After all, we're taught from a young age that if we want something, we should go after it. Work hard, persevere, never give up. And in many areas of life, this approach serves us well. But when it comes to spiritual awakening, to realizing our true nature, this strategy fails us completely. Because you see, enlightenment isn't something you can attain. It's not a goal you can reach or a state you can achieve. It's what you already are, right here, right now. You are the enlightenment you seek. You are the spiritual being you long to become. You are it. The great cosmic joke is that we spend our lives searching for something that was never lost in the first place. We're like fish, swimming frantically through the ocean, asking every creature we meet, "Where is the water? Can you show me the water?" All the while, we're completely immersed in it. It's not just around us. It's what we are. We are the ocean, pretending to be individual waves. There is no separation between you and the universe, between the seeker and the sought, between the observer and the observed. It's all one seamless, interconnected whole, and you are that wholeness, expressing itself as a human being for a brief moment in time. But if this is true, why don't we realize it? Why do we feel so separate, so incomplete, so in need of something more? The answer lies in the very nature of our minds. Our minds are wonderful tools for navigating the physical world. They're excellent at solving problems, making plans, and distinguishing between different objects and experiences. But this ability to categorize and separate also creates the illusion of a separate self, a me that's somehow distinct from everything else. And once this illusion takes hold, we start to feel incomplete. We start to believe that we need to become something more, something better, something enlightened. And so begins the search. We read spiritual books, attend workshops, practice meditation, all with the goal of becoming enlightened. But here's the catch. As long as you're trying to become enlightened, you can't be enlightened, because the very act of trying implies that you're not already it. It creates a gap between where you are and where you think you need to be. And that gap is the source of all your suffering. It's like trying to bite your own teeth or see your own eyes. The harder you try, the more impossible it becomes. So how do we realize our true nature if we can't actively pursue it? The answer is both simple and profoundly challenging. Let go. Let go of the search. Let go of the need to become anything other than what you already are. Let go of the idea that enlightenment is something separate from you. This doesn't mean giving up on spiritual practice or personal growth. It means approaching these things with a different attitude. Instead of seeing them as means to an end, see them as expressions of your true nature. Meditate not to become enlightened, but because you are enlightenment itself, enjoying the experience of sitting quietly. Study spiritual teachings not to gain knowledge, but to recognize the wisdom that's already within you. Practice compassion, not to become a better person, but because kindness is your true nature expressing itself. This is the great paradox of spiritual awakening. You have to let go of the desire to become enlightened in order to realize that you already are. You have to stop trying to be spiritual in order to recognize your inherent divinity. You have to cease all effort to find yourself in order to see that you were never lost. But this letting go isn't something you do once and it's done. It's a continual process, a moment-to-moment choice to release your grip on who you think you should be and simply be who you are. And who are you? You are this present moment. You are the awareness in which all experiences arise and pass away. You are the silence beneath all sound, the stillness behind all motion. You are that which remains when all else falls away. because the present moment is where reality lives. It's where life happens. It's where you are. The past is a memory, the future, a fantasy. Only this moment is real. And in this moment, you are complete. You are whole. You are perfect. But here's the rub. Our minds are so conditioned to seek, to want, to become, that even when we hear these words, we turn them into another goal. Okay, we think, I need to be more present. I need to let go more. I need to stop trying to become enlightened. And just like that, we're back in the cycle of seeking. This is why true awakening can't be achieved through effort. It can only happen through grace, through a spontaneous recognition of what's always been true. It's like suddenly remembering something you've always known but somehow forgot. Or like waking up from a dream and realizing that all your dream problems were never real to begin with. In that moment of recognition, there's no sense of achievement, no feeling of, I finally made it. Just a quiet, oh, of course. How could I have ever thought otherwise? And in that recognition, all seeking falls away. All need for completion vanishes. Because you realize that you are what you've been looking for all along. You are the love you've been seeking in relationships. You are the peace you've been trying to find in meditation. You are the joy you've been chasing in experiences. You are it. All of it. But I know for some of you, your mind might be saying, sure, that sounds nice, but it can't be that simple. I don't feel enlightened. I don't feel complete. And that's okay, because the truth is, you can't think your way to this realization. You can't reason your way to enlightenment. All the mind can do is point towards it, like a finger pointing at the moon. But the finger is not the moon. The words are not the truth. They're just signposts, inviting you to look beyond them, to look within, to feel the aliveness that's animating your body in this moment, to recognize the silent presence that's always here, always now, always you. This is your true self. This is what you are. And from this perspective, there's nothing to achieve, nothing to become. There's just this, just now, just you, as you are, perfect and complete, whole and unbroken. The enlightenment you seek, the divinity you long for. It's not something you need to find or create or become. It's what you already are. You are it. You've always been it, and you always will be. So let go of the search. Release the need to become anything other than what you are. Rest in the recognition of your true nature, and know, beyond all doubt, that you are perfect and complete.